am Dr. Shawanda Onwuachi, and I'm here to complete the interview questions. Question number one: describe a current team you work with and what appeals to you and what doesn't. I have to say that I work with an awesome management team. Um, we are, I am the curriculum director, and so we have great synergy together. I really love the synergy that we have. And that's what I love about working with my team. And from the time that I came to the organization, it seemed like I had been working there for years. What I don't, what doesn't appeal to me, I would say that sometimes we get so busy that we're not able to have those wraparound meetings. And so when we're not able to have those wraparound meetings, sometimes things get lost in the shuffle. And so that communication sometimes can be off. So that would be the only thing that doesn't appeal to me, where we're not able to have our wraparound meetings to see what happened during the day or what happened when one of us were out. An example of when I had to work under pressure is when I had to start the bilingual program. I created a bilingual program from the ground up, from the inception to completion to implementation. So I had to first get the parents that would be interested in the program. Now I did have a pool from the school, but I didn't have all the buy-in from the parents. So I had to create sometimes late night Zoom meetings, pamphlets, flyers, in person meetings with parents, just to make sure that I got enough children in the classroom to justify opening up a new classroom. I did of course, the advertisement. I had to set up the classroom and then by Texas Rising Star standards. And then I also had to ensure that I hired the right teacher for the program. So that means I had to teach her the curriculum and teach her how to make sure that we were scaffolding lessons and that all learners were able to be in the classroom. So there was some differentiation. And so we had children that came from bilingual families and those that came from English speakers. But I'm here to say today that the program has been running for a year and it is very successful, so much so that we have a waiting list to join the bilingual program. So how I would handle the family service associate. She's a veteran. The first thing that I've always done whenever I brought any one of my workers or my teachers in, or anyone that worked for me, I would always start with the SOP. I always believe that you have to lay the foundation, even if they know it, that's okay. I believe in, because I'm going to come from a foundation of why what happened was not acceptable. So I always start with the policy and I start with the SOP. Then I'd like to hear from their viewpoint. Okay, what happened? Because you always want to give a person an opportunity to let their voice be heard. Even if it is not something that aligns, you still want to give people the opportunity to let their voice be heard. And then going forward, manage setting forth the corrective action plan. Yeah, the policy has already been broken. We have not met the metrics of the expectations of making sure that cases are up to date. So we have a corrective action plan. So corrective action is definitely something that would be a part of that conversation. But not only corrective action, once the corrective action is set, let's look at the way ahead. How are we planning? What types of supports are you needing? Finding out what types of supports that the veteran representative is needing, and making sure that I fulfill what I said I would do to make sure that they are supported. Once we do that, we have a weekly meetups. Where are you? And sometimes daily check-ins. Have her check in with me daily, just to make sure that where are you on your cases. Um, let's see how many have you completed. We go over those files to make sure that they are done, and they're just not rushed through. But they are actually done with fidelity. And then the way ahead. How do we prevent from coming to this type of situation again? What would we need to do to make sure? Is it time management? What are our weaknesses? What are our opportunities? And then I always build, and then always loop back, make sure that that we're checking in with the family service associates. I believe that yeah, as a manager, as as a leader, spot check is one thing, but it's always good to make sure that you have those relationships and that you're, the expectation is that your employees know that this is something that you do. You will always be not checking on them. It is not about micromanaging, but just making sure that we are always implementing our roles with fidelity.